Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and hopefully I'm finding you guys in good health, fortune, and all that sort of stuff on this Friday afternoon for this Friday episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted. Now, as is the case with, a lot of sort of companies where, things are a bit uncertain at the moment with, all sorts of things thanks to this public health crisis. There have been managers I've heard of at a lot of companies who have been trying their best to, be a good sort of like middle person between the sort of, the normal staff and the head management. Now, at the company I work at, there have been quite a few of those who've been trying to clear up sort of confusion, any lingering questions that sort of like the customer service assistants have with the head management. And now there's one in particular who's done that especially well today, or generally so far, I should say, and that is my friend and very, very reliable and solid duty manager, Chelsea, who is a very hard worker and is an excellent communicator, even better than I would say, to be honest. And we've always had a lot of good conversations about all sorts of things, including alcohol, and so today I thought I'd review an old compatriot of ours here on the Ted's Booze Cellar channel. Now, many of you will remember that my first ever episode of Ted's Booze Cellar was on the Belgian blonde ale Vedett. I think at this time, when I reviewed that, I think it was just a short while after Chelsea had become a duty manager, or at least a few months after she had anyway. And ever since then, she's been a delight to work with, and has been very diligent, very hardworking, and always helpful. And so today we're taking a look at not, the original version of Vedett, but the IPA version of Vedett. Yeah, I was quite surprised to find out that a Belgian blonde ale company was doing an Indian pale ale, because that's the first time I've ever seen something like this. So, yeah, no, I'm very much interested to see what this is like. It's 5.5%, so pretty standard-ish strength for a IPA of this size. Vedett Extraordinary IPA, taste, malty flavours and extra hop in a single bottle of premium speciality beer. Sounds quite interesting. 5.5%, 330 millilitres. And I got this for £2.99 at the Wine Barrel liquor store in Brighton and Hove. So check that out if you're interested. You can also find the original standard beer version of Vedett as well if you're not interested in IPAs. So check that out if you're interested. For the bottle, the design of it is pretty interesting, although it's a bit confusing because it's like just a weird mix of colours and lots and lots of different text designs. So it's interesting, but I don't know if those designs all mix together quite naturally. So I'm going to give it like a 0.5 out of 10. It's not. It's it's nice, but it's like it could be having a slightly clearer, simplified design of the bottle and whatnot. But it's perfectly fine anyway. There's nothing especially wrong with it at all. So what about the smell then? Oh wow. Oh yeah, I do definitely get a strong IPA smell there. Definitely a lot of sort of like hoppy, bittery kick at the back of your throat sort of smell. Very distinctive. It's a good smell, but I don't know if I could continue sniffing it consistently for a long time. Like, it probably smells like a drink I'd want to sip. So, probably give the smell like a 6 out of 10, maybe. But as always, before we actually see what the taste is like, got to give ourselves a quick palate cleanser. Although, to be fair, I do forget to do that half the time, but what are you going to do? So, to Chelsea and everyone else who I work with who's been, trying to sort things out in this difficult time, my hat's off to you, and cheers. And bottoms up. It's very unique. It's interesting because it's got the initial tastes and sort of like hoppiness that you'd expect with like a normal IPA, but then the aftertaste really does taste a bit more like a Belgian blonde ale. So it genuinely feels like they've mixed 50-50 a Belgian blonde ale with an IPA, and the combination of flavours there is surprisingly seamless, actually. I think I slightly prefer the original version of Vedett, and I will go back and re-review that at some point in the future, but this is pretty good. It's definitely better than the smell and the design of the bottle give you an initial impression of it, per se, but it's really nice. Sorry, I just got to click something on my computer screen. But yeah, no, it's there is a like minute, like 5% sort of bitter kickback at the back of your throat, like you do get with pretty much any IPA, but it's the adverse aspects of that for some people will be offset a bit by the fact that there's this like hazy, slightly fruity sort of like element to it that you'd find in a lot of Belgian blonde ales. So yeah, it's quite nice. I'd probably say I personally prefer the original version of Vedett a bit more, but as far as IPAs go, this is excellent. Kind of similar to Citra IPA by Open Gate Brewery. I'd say this is a really good IPA to start off with if you've never tried those kind of drinks. So yeah, definitely give this a shot. And I would say for $2.99, this was well worth the price from the Wine Barrel. So yeah, look for it there, or if you can't get it there, try and see if you can get it anywhere else for maybe a bit cheaper if you fancy. But I think it's well worth the price, actually. I probably only have like a couple of these at a time because it's more like a sort of savouring drink that you'd just relax with at the end of the day of hard work, or with a meal, or over a chit chat with a friend. It's probably not a sesh or pre-drinks drink, but it's definitely a nice one to just relax with, ice cold. Maybe some ramen or some olives or some spicy nuts, just to relax with after a day of hard work. So yeah, no, I would really recommend this. I'd probably say 8 out of 10. Really, really respectable 8 out of 10. I'm really impressed with this. I will be more than happy to go out my way to get some of this again in the future for myself. So yeah, really well recommended. Definitely a buy. And I hope to you, Chelsea, I hope you pluck up the courage to try this little number in the future, and I hope you have as good of an impression of it as I do, if not better. So yeah, cheers. And yeah, if you guys did like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe, and leave your suggestions for any future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar or any of my other series on this channel in the video description below, and any other videos you might think might be appropriate for this channel and might be a good fit in the comments section below, and I'll check them out, see what I can do. Can't promise anything, but I'll have a look. And also, if you're interested in my other online activities, check out my other YouTube channels and my other social medias in the video description below as well. And as always, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, wash your damn hands while this whole public health crisis is going on, and until next time, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.